All right, welcome back, sixth graders. Here's part two of the questions for World War I. All right, so the United States was refusing to join World War I, even though Germany was starting to sink some of its ships. Now, here's a turning point: Germany's proposal to Mexico. So gradually, Germany began sinking more American merchant ships for nearly 2 more years in this war. Wilson refused to join the war but was feeling pressure. One breaking point was when the US intercepted a message from Germany to Mexico. Now, back in 1848, the US took land from Mexico after the Mexican-American War. Germany promised to return land including California, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and New Mexico to Mexico if Mexico would join Germany's side and attack the US. Well, that was kind of the last straw. So Wilson asks for war on Germany. He reluctantly asked Congress to declare war on Germany. Now, this was not an easy sell to Americans. Most Americans felt that Europe was not America's problem. However, things were changing as Germany continued to sink American vessels and American lives were being lost at sea. Now, preparing for America's small army in 1917, now, America had a very small military when World War I started. 13 nations already fighting in World War I had larger militaries than the United States. And many American leaders didn't think America even needed a large military. Many thought America was too far away from potential enemies, but Wilson wanted to change this now. He set aside his peaceful message and allowed his military advisors to craft a powerful campaign to influence America's thinking. He wanted American support and needed money to pay for the war. From 1917 to 1919, the US went from having 127,000 soldiers to over 4 million soldiers. So that was the dramatic change in a couple years. So gaining support for the war was done through propaganda. And propaganda is the organized spreading of information to persuade people to believe certain ideas. And much propaganda included posters like these that tried to convince Americans what it meant to be patriotic. Other efforts included songs and parades to rouse support. And another strategy was to sell war bonds to help pay for the war, because wars are expensive. So the US had a huge task ahead. It needed to increase the size of its army. Wilson had to convince Americans that the problem in Europe is an American problem also. And he wants support from US citizens to agree with and pay for this war. So how will he do this? So we'll be learning about that in our upcoming assignments. But for now, I want you to review this video and the previous one and answer the questions we started with. So what was the cause of World War I? What was a cause of World War I? What was the US attitude toward World War I? When and why did the US join World War I? What did the US need when it joined? And what is one question you have about the war? And I'd like you to list your answers in this assignment right here and type your responses. And you guys have a great day.